everybody, my name is Josh. I'm with Wheeling University, and this is our physical education program. Today we're going to be talking to you about the importance of stretching and doing a dynamic warm-up before your activity. Stretching and this warm-up, they have great health benefits. They help keep you limber, your joints nice and lubricated. What we say is motion is lotion. The more you move, the better your joint health is going to be. Stretching can help prevent adhesions, muscle tightness. It's really good at breaking up the acid that builds up in your muscles after exercise. It's lactic acid. So today we're going to be talking to you about these things. So Zach and Nolan, my two assistants, are going to be help demonstrate these actions. And so for their first demonstration, we're going to be doing the karaoke. This is a great exercise to get your hips, knees, and ankles loose, as well as working on some trunk rotation. You bring one foot over the other and kind of run sideways as they're doing now. This exercise isn't about speed, it's about form and how you do it, how you move your arms and waist and hips. You want to work on having good momentum and good motion throughout the whole process. Our next dynamic warm-up is going to be the butt kicks. Butt kicks are a great way to stretch and strengthen your quads and hamstrings. These are really important muscles for all ways of motion. They're going to show you that now. As you can see, they're bringing their heels to their butts, as it's called, and kind of just running. You can do this on a field, in a gym, wherever you are. The next exercise we're going to do is called high knees. High knees are very important as well. They work on hip flexion, and the way you do them is you bring your knees as high as you can while keeping your torso upright, and you run forward just like in butt kicks. It's really good not to stop while you do this exercise. Be on your toes and moving swiftly and evenly throughout the whole motion. And the last dynamic warm-up that we're going to be demonstrating are jumping jacks. Now, jumping jacks are really important. There's actually a really good exercise on its own. It's great for cardiovascular health. It moves your arms and your legs outward as you jump into the air and really is a great dynamic motion to build strength and endurance. You can see them bringing their arms out along with their feet. They're jumping in place. They're not moving anywhere. They're not stomping as they're jumping. This is really a great warm-up for any activity. Wonderful. So as you can see, these are a couple great dynamic warm-ups that you can do before exercise. It's really great to do these after exercise as well, just like stretching. Now, stretching, as we said before, is a great way to keep you limber, your arms not to be tight, legs not to be tight. You want to be able to move throughout whatever activity you're doing without any hindrance. So our first stretch is going to be a calf stretch. This is where you're going to stretch the gastrocnemius and the soleus muscle. And the way to do this is to find a wall or kind of like a large chisel like Zach has, and put your foot on it and kind of lean forward. Keeping your knee straight will stretch both muscles, and having the knee bent will only stretch the soleus muscle. And this is because the gastrocnemius crosses both the ankle and the knee joint. You're going to want to hold this stretch for at least 30 seconds, but a minute is best. And you can do stretches 5 times a week, 7 times a week. The more, the better. You can also do these multiple times a day, but most people don't like to do that. As I said, this is a great way to stretch the calf or the gastrocnemius and the soleus. The next stretch that we're going to perform is a quadriceps stretch. This stretch is performed by bringing your foot kind of to your butt, just like in the butt kickers exercise. This stretches the 4 muscles of the quadriceps. They attach right at the patella or the kneecap. and you should hold these for the same amount of time, 30 to 60 seconds, 5 to 7 days a week. The next stretch that we're going to be doing is a seated hamstring stretch. This stretch is performed on the ground with both feet out in front of you and your toes pointed up. You're going to want to lean forward and see if you can touch your toes. I'm sure that most of you have done this before, but it's really important to feel the stretch and not feel pain during this stretch. I feel like this is one of the ones that is most commonly done incorrectly. People are reaching, and they're flexing their low back, and they're not bringing their pelvis forward. During the stretch, it's not about how far you can reach, but about the tension that you're feeling in your hamstring muscles. Since we're talking about the hamstrings, we can kind of go ahead and outline the 3 muscles in the hamstrings group: the biceps femoris, semitendinosus, and semimembranosus. All 3 of these muscles are stretched during this activity. The next stretch that we're going to be doing is the butterfly stretch. This is also performed on the ground and is a really good stretch to do before exercise or after. You're going to want to bring your feet together, kind of right in front of you, and you're going to be sitting on your bottom, and you're going to be reaching for your feet while pushing your knees gently down toward the floor. This works on stretching your hip adductors and internal rotators. Like all the other ones, 30 to 60 seconds, 5 to 7 days a week is best. The last and final stretch that we're going to be doing is the wall pec stretch. So based on the title, you can guess that this stretch would work the pectoralis major muscle. That's the muscle right here. And you're going to want to be having your arm on the wall and kind of lean into it, just as Zach and Nolan are performing now. You should be able to feel this stretch right here across your body where Zach is pointing. And it shouldn't hurt, just like with the hamstring stretch. So today we discussed the importance of stretching and the importance of a dynamic warm-up before and after activity. I'm sure that most of you have heard that when you do it after activity, this can be called as a cool down. It's extremely important. It prevents injury and will ultimately lead to a better performance in whatever activity that you are doing, whether it's a sport or just something dynamic that involves your body. This has been Wheeling University's Physical Education Program, and thank you for watching.